resort and casino with 9 days of non-stop pool action. This is the winner round 2 of the Las Vegas Men's Open 128. Oh, that's something we don't see very often. Is Shane leaving the table on the break?
I don't know if I've
He
ever
does
seen
that.
Yeah, well, the harder you hit it, the more you're susceptible to that.
Sure.
I just never see it.
And some number 38. Ranked them all from the highest. Got away from him a little bit. He's left his best of 3 sets, races to 4. 10 ball does not count on the break and does no.
Van Boening.
I guess losing the first set was a slap in the face to him, and he came back with a vengeance. Queuing. Challenge. No problem.
It's fire from Shane.
Oh boy. YouTube chat, I've got a challenge for you. I was looking at the titles and achievements from actually every title but a World 10 ball title. I totally agree. As long as his desire to play remains, his desire to win
Short of the side with the 1, nothing down. Good opener for Shane. Something near the middle of the table on the 3 will work well for that.
He's going forward. He's going to try to. He's going to catch the top rail and catch the long rail. There you go. But
3 rails back.
is it levels the backhand a little bit with the extra weight and the extension. You know, fingers.
Yeah.
I'm just going to guess at that. I don't know whether that's right.
My guess is that it'd be relative to power. But I specifically remember one shot in the World 8-Ball Championships this year where he threw it on all the table.
Yep.
There you go, recovery shot. Good action here.
Missable shot for this champion. Not a chance.
Yeah, one.
And back in line, back on the scoreboard. Tied at 1.
Going to go close pitch from the bed of the table. Huge power. 10 ball. Remember the 10 ball in the last match,
Yes.
George?
Did it go?
It went again.
So it's
for those of us that weren't here in the last match, the 10 ball went directly in that corner pocket 5 times throughout the course of about however many games we had. Another thing you could say about that too is you have different referees racking and it's still happening.
Correct.
Right? So.
Correct. That's why. There's a nice.
Contact, created a little distance. I believe it's available on the top left. 5 will be blocking it.
Cue ball behind the 6.
Yep.
The efficiency percentage.
In danger of clipping the 6 here. Shane's up to see it. Got over it. Cue ball got up.
Oh, cue ball. Let's see if he can bend this cue ball around that 10-8. Looks like he has. Yeah, he's coming the other way. That's.
Good try.
That was awful close to a great shot. Loho Sham is a 27-year-old from Hong Kong, as you mentioned. I don't think I gave out his age.
Yeah, looking good here to get the lead back.
Sure. Uh-oh.
Half-inch. We're on the wrong angle to see the exact follow through there, but if you're ever to teach a player from early fundamentals, and that's one thing that coaches usually say, you're not following through the ball enough. I mean, if they tell me, well, my favorite player is Shane Van Boening, I don't know. But the biggest thing is it's very hard to follow the ball purely when you're falling through that short. He just finds a way, though, if your timing's that weak. But watch this here.
Yeah.
Stopped almost
Only
before
allowed
the
to go
ball.
so far forward. There's a good point. That's a good way to. And that's 2 games in a row for Mr. Van Boening. They're from all over the world. And they travel all over the world refereeing.
10 ball in for the 7th time. Let's just consider it down for sure.
And, actually, it's just. There goes the 3 ball gets kissed out. But it was tracking to the side pocket like it.
Fired that in. One like that in rack number 1. Right on the mark there. 7's tied with the 8. 6 is pretty close to that.
Didn't he just?
But Shane was on master chalk for the longest time, so if they got him to switch over. Shane.
And first break and run it is.
There's the 10 ball here.
There it goes.
The cue ball went again. Lost the cue ball twice in this set.
Off the table?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
See if this one gets kicked off. No, directly off.
Bounce right out. Bounce right in front of the side pocket. Over the table.
It's going into 2 balls though, so it doesn't have to get inch perfect on it. Try it. Yeah, there was. That's the thing about playing break. Had a bigger target zone and still couldn't find it. Usually, and he couldn't do it in this case, but usually when you're trying to break into balls, you'd want to get into a.
And now he's going to pocket the 9. Yeah.
Did slow roll it. Didn't want to risk going into the favorite to take down the first set now. 2 scratches on the break, but it didn't hurt him, George.
Well, scratching on the break only hurts you when your opponent runs 10. There goes nothing.
Two passes the 10. He's able to control the 1 here. Doesn't want it to go in.
Oh, didn't close.
It's in. Shot, George.
30. So that's a 30%er. Huh? Oh, what a good shot. That's going to have to be that's a kick shot on the 2.
Two-way here. More on the two-way side. Line up.
Yeah, that was an awfully thin cut. That's you're going to catch it that way. Shape on the 4. Oh, went right around.
Yeah, if there's anything that Shane does make more mistakes in any area, it's missing balls. Remember when you asked me in an earlier match?
Yeah, when you get to the top of the food chain, these guys don't make mistakes often. And as we just spoke,
Oh, son. Title Shane's won?
no, I haven't seen anyone answer that. How many titles is Shane Van Boening listed on Wikipedia? Didn't think he was in this tournament.
He's coming for the team.
Yes.
The team zone.
Yes.
Yeah. David Alcady.
And Mike Del Ropero. I love talking to her. It's just a pleasure to listen to. St. Louis. Yeah. There's that 10 ball.
They probably will. And we'll see if it doesn't go in tomorrow.
They're going to have to, because I'm going to mention it to them.
For sure. Yeah, it's just not something that's actually.
Los Fargo is a 775.
Just decided to lay off the power there. That's an experienced shot, you know, just laying off the speed.
Makes that shot a much higher percentage. But you're right, the way he played it, knowing the ball's going to stay there, all of it just.
Some's going to have to turn it around quickly here.
So it's when you run the number, and it might be 1 point sometime.
Just remembered that I believe Hosam will be playing in the team event with Capito, and I'm pretty sure she's one of the top 3, if not the best snooker player in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you're right with the team factor. If she's a little bit out of experience on the position, they can help her out with that. So
players make the conversion, come over to pool. Usually they have the strategy. That's where they have their problems, and staying on the correct side of the ball is another one to run for position.
Safe here from Hosam. Might have left
sending it up 2 rails to where the cue ball is, and let the cue ball float behind the 6-5.
Yeah, see how he checked up the cue ball there?
Second time.
Could go into it right now, small space that he needs to get into.
He is going to play.
There, good shot. 8 ball's going to be blocking the angle going to the right here.
Or did he?
It's close.
Well, looks like he did. No, he didn't. He played safe. I don't think he got the cue.
He's got it. Nice cue he has there.
And he's on the board.
What with the power break this time.
10 ball was
Aggressive
tracking
here.
to that.
Just going to lay up and play safe. Just going to leave an edge.
He has room to go by that 7. I wasn't sure if he did for a little bit. No, he's playing it off the ball.
Directly if he did.
Yeah.
Chance for Hossam to level the score now.
That left spin. Oh, worked perfect. Worked great. That's slow spin.
Shot. Toughest part of the rack over now.
Nice shot.
I don't mind the short side plays because you got multiple pockets to possibly go in.
Could end up with position for the side. This will tie it up.
To the PBS series that are in the U.S. Nothing down and a shot for Van Boening here. Great shot. Super.
Come around 3 rails, but I'm not sure that's going to work for him. He's going to play safe.
Yeah, the offense was just too tricky there. Again, a veteran. Got it close, George.
Yes, he did.
Again, just laying off. It's a very creative play. It's the easiest way to get safe. He's on. He did.
Looks like it's on the rail. And he did get it by.
Yeah, just.
I was going to say I like rail first here.
Yeah, I can hit the ball with less. Van Boening on the hill now in the second set to win the match. 3 missed balls each.
Oh, wow.
There goes the 10 again, George. It's becoming comical how often that.
That's what, 8 or 9 times now?
Yeah, it's like it's 4 times in
7
this
or 8,
match. Another big stroke shot from Van Boening. He had one similar to this mid-match. He's powered up and gone off another ball, predicting the path while hitting another ball.
I just don't like the distance on this 3.
Shot. It's there. You know, he misses the ones that are more finesseful. I'm not saying he doesn't have finesse, but when you get him in these high speed spots, his stroke holds up, and he tends to shots. It's the mid-range ones that he misses a little more.
As it comes out, it travels right towards the 10.
Yeah. Shot. Still has the 8 to deal with. Just a little off on the break in the first set. No real.
Right down the middle. Game number 4.